Right, I am back at Ting Valley. I took a little break because of the Next Fest demos, but we're done.
Thank you, Tide, for letting me hear my mom's voice again.
Yeah, I have to go down there. Or was I already here? Maybe I was already here and didn't even realize it. Oh.
an instrument with the symbol of the god of memory. I remember my dad had a poor singing voice but wrote funny songs. He had one for taking out the garbage, a kind of a ballad about the virtues of trash. I wish I remembered more. A calm sound comes from the strings. Where will the birds fly to when the flood comes? The faces look trapped in there.
I knew my brain was doing something special. I thought I'd wake up with an idea for a new shape or color. Everybody would love my new shape or color. But instead, my brain gave me a dream which made people afraid, which is making you leave. We don't think we have power, so we don't do anything. But you found something to do. I think that's nice. The elder said it means this season is ending soon. I want to tell you the dream now. Let's shut our eyes and lay on the roof. We are already on the roof. That's good. I'll speak the dream out loud and you imagine it. You can close your eyes now. I'll tell you when to open them. I am in the forest. The sun is bright. My stomach rumbles. I'm hungry. I look for something to eat. There are fruit trees lining the path. I look for one to pick, to eat. I climb up one of the trees and reach out to grab a shining red apple. I blink, and suddenly the apple is rotten. It looks like it's full of spiders. I blink again, and now the apple is just a baby apple. Not ripe or rotten. I lose my balance and fall onto the ground. The apple changes colors. Some are eaten, some disappear. I hear a voice. Someone is there with me. I try to recognize who they are, but their face keeps changing. They're kind of everywhere. I tell them I'm hungry. I want what the earth is trying to give me. They say, these aren't apples. They're memories of every apple I've ever seen. There's something wrong with my eyes, and there's something wrong with the soil. They say I need to look into the sun to clear out my vision. They say we're going to look together, and that when we do, they'll melt away. They want to. Then behind them I see you, watching from the shadows. You've been taking notes on everything. This makes me feel better. I turn my head and I let the light in. I lose track of everything. When I get my senses back, I find myself holding a round, red fruit in my hand. I don't know what it is, but I take a bite, and it's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Then I woke up. You can open your eyes now. You probably have questions.
There's something wrong with the soil?
It wasn't only my fault that the apples were acting funny. It seemed like the natural world, or whatever it's called, the land didn't know what time it was either. The soil had to forget a little.
Who was the person beside you?
The face of the ghost person in the dream? They were everyone and no one. It reminded me of someone I used to look for. My birth was not easy. I was bigger than most babies. After I was born, the elder advised them not to have any more children. But years later, my parents tried. They told me I'd have a sibling, but we lost them a few weeks later. I felt like it was my fault. I should have been born last, if ever. I needed to see this missing person somewhere. So I searched faces for a face I'd never seen. I thought I had to carry them forever. But in the dream, they wanted to become part of everything. I had to let them go, which felt like a piece of me was dying. It hurts a lot, but it's a nice thing to do if you can. To let part of you become part of everything. Oh, I feel a bit winded now. I feel like everything is happening the way it should. But I still wish none of it would happen at all. I wish my dream didn't mean anything. I wish we had wasted more time together.
Nothing is wasted. Everything is right here.
I know. Thank you for reminding me. We'll go down this roof together, and you'll keep going down and down, down into the heart of the world. Thank you for listening to my dream.
There's still one more shrine, and I'm very confused. Oops. How to get there. I was here before. That one.
The faded optimism of a sweet treat makes me feel sad. The golden season must have been full of such little pleasures.
Oh, we're back at the farm. Yeah.
Stay where you can hear me, okay?
Thank God they have electricity down here.
Did you hear from your friend in the Watery Republic? Which one is it?
The Topaz. We can get a ride with them on the coast.
Great. And we're really just gonna leave the car behind.
It's a junker anyway.
Beautiful.
I told you 786 would be our year. I sang you that whole song about it.
They sound so free and happy, just roaming around the world.
You hear distant music. Okay. Distant music continues. Hello? Distant sound of someone running towards the phone, knocking things over. They pick up the phone.
Thank God someone is still down there. I've been trying to get a hold of someone for hours. Ah, thank you. I forgot the Day Zero materials. You know, the visual literature, the warm bath of ideas? I left it at the dig site. It should be sitting on a barrel with a fruit sticker on it. Oh, wait! Hold on. I forgot to do the secret password. I don't even know who you are. Is it too late now, you think?
No point now.
Yeah, the locals don't use the telephone anyway. The hermit in the woods is afraid to because she got hit by lightning once. Anyways, thanks for answering. The Day Zero material is in the dig site, pretty sure. It should be sitting on a barrel that has a fruit sticker on it. You know, I guess I was going to say you could bring it to me, but the flood will destroy it anyway. So actually, I was worried for nothing. Everything is lost in a flood. God, we really know what we're doing. I'm excited for this all to be over. I'm excited for this all to begin. Bye-bye now.
Click.
I hold tight to the feeling of being almost lost, barely lost, wandering with conviction. If I could tell Dad that I left home, I would describe this feeling to him in detail.
Pate's dream. He told me about a heavy dream he had. He dreamed it was in a forest, and he was hungry and tried to eat an apple, but the apples kept moving around in time, becoming unripe or rotten. A ghost-like person told him to stare into the sun to clear out his vision. The ghost-like person would disappear when he did. He saw me taking notes and felt better. He stared into the sun, and when he regained his senses, he took a bite of a red round fruit, and it was delicious. Dig site added to the surrounding. No trespassers. Violators will be prosecuted.
Looks like there's no one around anymore to enforce this.
Did you or someone you know suffer from daytime visions?
I wish Pate could call this hotline to talk about his heavy dream.
Entrance this way. So.
These signs are so demanding. I can't imagine them in my village. There are a lot of these signs. They must really want to keep people out of this area. I found a dig site that is fenced off from view. What were they doing here? A gray hand said he left his materials behind. It should be somewhere around here.
The day we packed the last gate, we were sweaty and exhausted, and Jono says real work begins after day 0.
They look relieved to have finished their work.
The local guy who died studying harpic, I put his notebook back where we took it from, in the huge tree near the lady's farm. We copied everything out of it anyway. I hope that stops the kid from trying to sneak in here to get it back. P.S. Could someone fix the hole in the fence?
There's a big tree with a researcher's notebook inside it somewhere.
Danger. Psychoactive mineral present. Handle with care. Do not speak or sing or whistle near the mineral.
This is the kind of brain trouble my mom warned me about.
Apartments are now open. The renovation and cleaning of the apartment complex is finished. You haven't yet made a dwelling request. Now is the time. Greyhand Dental Care Workshop. Work concludes at Ting Valley. Day 0 approaches. Please submit ideas for a new name.
The work at the dig site has something to do with day 0.
estimate 10 years old, it accumulates the most on objects in the soil with strong sentimental value. Childhood toys, wedding rings, photographs, journals, because of ambient.
Memories and emotions condensed into a mineral. I wonder what this channel is for. They must have already shipped out all the harpic they need.
Day 0.
I wonder what's on this reel.
Ooh, I know where we could go.
What is day 0? Maybe I can find out more about it.
I've recreated the same setup as the prayer statues right here in my workshop. I set up a singing bowl so I can verify the pattern that will form in the water. And some harpic, of course. Each god seems to correspond to a resonating frequency. And when this vibration acts on the harpic, we get the psychoactive response. Going to give it a try here.
I remember watching my dad make shadow puppets on the wall. Felt strange because I could see how it was done. I could see the trick of it, but it still felt kind of magical.
It worked. I do feel the more I do this, the more tired, and it feels like it takes me longer to return to the present. But now I have some control. I face the question of how this mineral affects the soil. I still have a lot of work to do. That's all for today.
A mineral that can affect the mind.
Day 0. Big prayer.
They dug up all that harpic in order to conduct some sort of prayer on day 0. The memories of the owner now turned into a beautiful mineral. A pit this size must have taken a while to dig.
The necessity of day zero is not just psychological, it's ecological. Because there is a compounding effect to these minerals and their psychological effect. And we see this in Ting Valley. There is a memory and a memory of a memory and a memory of a memory of a memory. This echo effect, this recursive nature is the problem. As this cycles through the ecosystem, it creates points of pressure where things bleed, and soil and human minds are contaminated. Some will say, what's a few daytime visions? But it is an increasing risk, an increasing danger. Left alone, the haunted quality of this season will only get worse. The necessity of day zero is also to... This particular action will neutralize this phenomenon at its source. This is not an endless cycle. We are putting an end to this psychoactive material, and we are opening up space for something new.
How do they plan to remove the haunted quality of this season?
The necessity of day zero is not just psychological, it's ecological.
The Grey Hands present one side to the public, and another is hidden behind metal fences. There is no one to oppose them. There is only my record of what they did here. What we do to the land eventually makes its way into our blood and our brains. This can define a season.
Yeah, there's one thing I missed according to the journal. Must have needed to take a picture of it. Back. Did I get the documents that one guy was talking about? Because I didn't see them. Yes, I did then. protected.
The info sign earlier said they are dangerous in large numbers. I have a pendant, though. This field was absolutely full of memories. I'm glad I had my pendant, otherwise it would have been overwhelming. Has the power of this god decayed like the statue? Or is it as strong as ever?
Found an old and isolated staff. I read my favorite book again without knowing what happens. I know it's tedious, but if you could remove my memories of it, I give an offering of supreme loveliness. My memories of the war, I don't need them anymore. I don't. They're yours. What I saw by the light of the moon, that pattern in the water, I want to forget it. I forget the war.
These slips are prayers to this god for forgetting things. Void. I pray to the god of forgetting. I pray to the void to take a memory from me. There was a moment of hesitation between my pendant and the god. Did I really want this? If I did, my pendant would allow it.
I left before it was too late.
This god is not to be played around with. Our memories define us. I thought of my mom, who lost so much to protect me.
So are these flowers all the people that prayed to the god and they landed as flowers?
I'm sure these critters will escape the valley before the flood.
I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to ride back to the start and play the recorder. Play the day zero reel.
We begin in our mother's arms. We open our eyes, but she's not there. We breathe in. Where is she? She is everywhere. And we breathe out. Good morning. Welcome. Congratulations. You have just stepped into a new season. You may feel as if you're seeing the world for the first time. You may have noticed that colors are more vibrant. You may have noticed that food tastes better. What you are feeling right now is how it feels to be liberated from the past. There once was a season that was beautiful, but everyone you met, their eyes were clouded, and their necks were turned backwards. They were weighed down by loss, haunted by the nightmares of another era. Now you may feel as if a great weight has been lifted. In certain cases, you may feel an unexpendable well of energy rising up inside you, because you know there is so much to do, that the world is ours, and it can be anything we want. With your help, we're going to do it right this time. You won't be alone. There will always be a hand and a voice beside you. There will always be a song to sing.
Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come. Tear down the ruin in your mind, the wound you kept inside, can you let it go? Share now the season in your eyes, the people that you find will forget what's yours and mine in the world to come.
What if, on the other side of all our fears, is a better world? Or a worse one? What if it depends on what we do right now? Day 0 will be the day between one season and the next. It will be the moment everything changes. They believe this will create a better season, that it will heal us.
But who decides what exactly is about the season that needs healing? Season of possibility. Alright, finish the journal for now. I'm going to call it done there, and then I will be back. We'll go back to the fruit farm. There's itty bitty little thing on the floor. You see it? Right there. What is that? I don't know what that is. But anyway, we'll go back to the fruit farm over there and continue exploring. I think I missed some stuff in the that artist forest path there. I think I missed a ton, or a path, but I'm not sure, really. Alright, thanks for keeping me company. I'll be back soon.